Go. There's a. Where was the country thing? Oh, Jay had it on his phone. Bollocks. Start with the player intro, and we'll get you the acknowledgement of country. Could you let the acknowledgement of country post?
Alrighty, and welcome to the low contact scrimmage here at the Arc at Daylesford. My name is Razorbeck. I am a skater with Dragon City Roller Derby, the Chico Rollers.
And I'm Judy Bench. I'm the bench coach for the Diamond Firetails, and this is actually a really exciting game to be watching and commentating for.
Excellent. We've got all of our low contact skaters out there getting their gear checked, I think, at the moment. So we will quickly try and call out their names, and we'll see how far we get. On the black team, we have number 11, Avalanche, 112, Goose Lightning, 160, Little Fury, 169, Tink, 34, Quiet Riot, 369, Smiley Assassin, 419, Commander Chaos, 44, Mischief, 66, Jackie Hall, 69, Hex, 7, Sugar, 76, Kirsty Willerton, 78, Blizzard, 84, Kilohertz, and 91, Elmer Thud.
And for the white team, we have 009, Quarter Pounder, 11, Moody, 13, Evil Offspring, 131, The Mad Splatter, 15, Jess, 2319, Boo, 29, Ra, 313, Melons, 500, Smiles, 51, Dreadly Dids, 6, LeBron Jams, 78, Hellcat, 934, Panda, 96, Dynamite, and 97, Chasing Amy.
LeBron Jams is definitely the best name I've heard today. So we acknowledge the Dja Dja Wurrung people as the traditional custodians of the country we're competing on today. We recognise their continuing connection to these lands and waterways and thank them for protecting this land and its ecosystem since time immemorial. We pay our respects to Dja Dja Wurrung elders, past, present, and extend respect to all First Nations people present today. Always was, always will be. It looks like we are about ready to go. We've got a chant from the team in the white shirts.
And it looks like the officials are starting to get into final positions.
Yeah, massive thank you to all of our officials today, but particularly for this game. We've got Frankenherder, Intensive Flare Unit, Allspice, Melonhead, Slam Halen, Scare Bear, Mayhem, Roast, PMS, and also Corey, Psych, Bussy the Vampire Skater, Smackeron, Killer Curls, Marie Fury, Sniffles, and Morbid Murder. And skaters are heading out onto the track. Looks like for the black team, we've got number 11, Avalanche, into jam first. And for the white team,
Looks to be Hellcat, number 78.
beautiful jam is on. Got some nice tripod formations from both the teams.
Now, the main thing to remember with the low contact scrim, these are players from all different leagues who generally do not play together. So
Yeah, absolutely. We've got two from our club, Dragon City. Avalanche through first with lead jammer.
and I believe Diamond Valley has 4 skaters in this one.
Excellent. White jammer is also out. Getting some good instruction there from the bench coaches.
Now, you will notice when skaters are actually coming into the pack, they will be slowing down. That is actually one of the rules for modified contact. You need to be either matching pack speed or slowing to about 50% of your speed.
Yeah, in addition to that, any contact that's made on skaters side by side needs to come. So it's just a gentle push or a step into it. No big sliding cross-track hits. You need to wait for the full contact games for that. Beautiful. White jammer has exited the pack as black jammer has re-entered. Good one. Excellent listening to their bench. Avalanche calls the jam. Everyone's returning. We've got our first penalty of the game as well. It's good. You've got to get it out of the way.
Have you really played if you don't have a penalty?
I mean, today I played a lot, and all right. For the black team jamming, we have Goose 112, Goose Lightning, first game today.
And Chasing Amy, I believe, is the white jammer, 9-7.
Beautiful. And that is lead straight through. Goose taking the inside line. And white jammer is out as well. Beautiful. That's a scoring pass for the black jammer. As the white jammer re-enters the back of the pack. A couple of skaters went down, but everyone got straight back up, which is good to see. Got both jammers in the pack now, and Goose is back out again.
Amy has made it through as well.
Beautiful. Good bench direction there from KTKO. Excellent.
And a smart call off.
Yeah.
Good listening.
Excellent. That's what I like to see from my chicos of the future. It's great to see. We've got so many skaters participating in this low contact scrimmage. And it means that as soon as one jam is over, the next lineup's out there because there's no one needing to do double duty. Jam is on. We've got for the black team, number 34, Quiet Riot.
And 404, Fleabag for the white team.
Black has lead. But white is not that far behind them.
I have actually seen Fleabag skate a few times, so I know the chase down is very quick.
Yeah, that was really fast coming around the pack. Both jammers back in the pack. Black bench giving the instruction for the jammer to call.
And white managed to pick up some points on that one.
Great.
And currently the score, black 20, white 11. So nice and tight.
Yeah, that's what we like to see. Means that they've done a good job making the teams nice and even. Out to jam this one, 169 Tink in the black.
And it looks like 2319 Boo for white.
Oh, I like Boo as a name. Jam is on. Black jammer straight through with lead.
Tink showing good awareness, keeping an eye back as to where the other jammer is at any stage.
Yeah, beautiful. White jammer has also emerged from the pack. Tink has gone through on a scoring pass, picked up all 4 points. Both jammers slowing down as they come round into the engagement zone. Both jammers back in the pack, and we've had a penalty call on one of the white blockers.
Both jammers are out. Good reminders coming across from the bench coaches to slow down before entering the pack.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the attention that all of the jammers are paying to their benches. It's a really good sign. And that's Tink through with another 4-point pass. Listens to her bench, and that is jam cold.
So lining up, we have white jammer 7-8 Hellcat coming back to jam again.
And Commander Chaos 419 on the black team. Got a pack advantage to the black blockers at the moment. They've got 4 on the track. White has 1 in the box. And that is lead jam for Commander Chaos.
That Hellcat is very close behind.
Yeah, Hellcat's speed as they come around the track to re-enter is really good. Both jammers back in the pack. And white jammer sent to the penalty box on a forearms penalty. And black jammer heading to the penalty box as well.
So we're going to have a bit of a jammer bounce here.
Yeah, for those that are new to Derby, when both jammers pick up a penalty in quick succession, the second jammer only needs to sit for as long as the first jammer sat. So that's why you're seeing both jammers back out on the track relatively quickly instead of the usual 30 seconds.
It's that thing where Derby doesn't happen unless a jammer is out on track.
Yeah, absolutely. Otherwise, we all just stand around looking bored. And because both jammers have gone to the penalty box, this jam will go for the full 2 minutes.
Nice skating on through by Hellcat. Oh, no. It wasn't nice in the end.
Hellcat returning to the penalty box.
I think there was a bit of excessive speed.
And we've got a white blocker heading to the penalty box as well on a multiplayer block. So that's where two players are holding on to each other and they don't separate when the jammer applies pressure. Great work by all those skaters. I think that's the first jam we've had that's gone for the full 2 minutes.
I think it is. It's a lot of hard work, especially when you haven't played much Derby before in this kind of competitive environment.
Yeah, absolutely. Even when you have.
Yeah, true.
Alrighty, out there. So we're starting this jam with the white jammer in the penalty box. We've got 369 Smiley Assassin out there for the black team. Oh, we've got a big pile up. We've got blockers from both teams. Jammers back up. They're through. Lead jammer picked up. We got a lot of crowd support out there. Looks like it's a Kingston skater.
Yep. Little Kingston cheer squad over there.
Need more of it. White jammer is back on the track. And Hellcat is through and black jammer is back in the track. Excellent. Nice clear instruction from the bench. Skater responded. Jam is called. All right, we've got black 6-6 Jackie Hall out there against 404 Fleabag.
Score is currently black 44, white 24.
And we're 10 minutes into the first half. Black lead. Jinx.
Fleabag is now out on their initial, so both jammers have the ability to score now. Good direction coming across from Bonnie Jovi on the white bench.
Yeah, that clear instruction from the bench coaches is so important, particularly at this level, particularly when you don't know your teammates, and so they're not helping each other with that instruction on track.
It's also that difficult thing of, in full contact derby, if there's a line open, you just take it, and when you're a jammer, you can't do that at this level. You have to slow down regardless.
Oh, it's so much harder. Safer, but harder. Beautiful work there by the white tripod. And we've got black 6-6 heading to the penalty box with a back block.
And the white jammer is back out of the penalty box and through on a scoring pass.
Having a quick look at the scoreboard, it looks as though maybe the black jammer had a lead, which means this one will also go for 2 minutes. When you go to the penalty box, you lose lead jammer, which means you don't have the power to shorten the jam.
Some nice offense being given there by Chasey Namey. Just making sure to distract the black blockers enough to get Fleabag through again.
We've got a black blocker heading to the penalty box again. Beautiful work, jam is called.
Just ran out of time to hit a scoring pass.
We got some whistles.
It looks like it's an official timeout.
Great. Everyone loves that. Get a little bit of a breather, chance to reset.
Some bicep work going on over there from our lovely official.
Yeah. Very professional. All right, while our officials are having a chat in the middle, let's have a quick look at how many clubs are represented across these teams. We have got Gippsland Rangers Roller Derby, Dragon City Roller Derby, Diamond Valley Roller Derby Club, Mildura Roller Derby, Warrnambool Roller Derby League, Kingston City Rollers, South Sea Roller Derby, Geelong Roller Derby League, Ballarat Roller Derby League.
Eastvic is in there as well.
Yeah, pretty much everyone by the looks of it.
And it's really encouraging seeing so many clubs represented at this level, because this is basically people getting ready to actually come back up and either come back or start their full belting career. So it's really exciting. Some teams that in the past haven't had enough players starting to actually be able to field their own teams again.
Oh, it's so exciting. Alrighty, lining up on the jam line for the black team. 91, Elmer Third. And 51, I can see Dread at the start, but it's covered by Dreads.
Dreadly Dids. I think this is their first jam for today.
I think so too. Both jammers being held up by some very strong tripods. And black is out with lead. White jammer not far behind though. Beautiful legal slowing down at the back of the pack. Penalty box is empty. White jammer emerges, picking up all 4 points. Some good instruction there by the bench. Black calls the jam, 4 points apiece. My favourite, Sugar, is out for her first jam of the session against 404 Fleabag.
I saw the little shake of head, no, don't acknowledge me at the moment.
We've got one white blocker starting in the penalty box. Black have set themselves up on the jam line. White in a tripod in front.
Oh, nice work there by Fleabag for White Jammer.
Forearms penalty for the black jammer. White jammer is out with lead.
Took a little bit of advantage of whistles being blown to sneak on through.
You absolutely have to. If it's not your number being called, take advantage of the confusion and just run. A black blocker heading to the penalty box as well. A white blocker returning from the penalty box.
Nice pass through again.
Black jammer.
A little bit of confusion there between directions being given and what the jammer was thinking was being given. So
Black jammer has returned to the penalty box. I didn't see what that was. White Jammer through for a 4-point scoring pass. Some nice clear direction from the white team's bench. Some fancy footwork there on the outside by Fleabag.
Black Jammer is back out again.
Beautiful old skaters are on the track. Split pack situation. Great to see the blockers aware of illegal pack. Black Jammer is through after their initial.
That was a natural conclusion to the jam, having an impressive 20 points put up by Fleabag for the white team, which is actually looks like it's a bit of a lead change.
Yes, it is. It's a 19-point. White team has now taken the lead by 1 point. Our first lead change of the game, I think.
Does appear to be an official timeout at the moment, so everyone is double checking everything is all good to go again.
The whistle to get back on for the black team. 1-1-2, Goose Lightning.
And 9-7 chasing Amy for the white team.
Jam is on. And that's Goose Lightning with the lead.
Living up to their name a little bit, lightning around the track there.
She is very fast. Slips through some excellent juking there, picks the gap through the pack, picking up 4 points.
And the white jammer now through on their initial pass. Lots of encouragement being given by their bench.
And that's another 4 points for Goose Lightning.
White jammer on through again, scoring some points now.
Beautiful offense there by Black 7-6. Goose Lightning picking up another 4 points. Sneaking through the inside line, another 4 for Goose. White jammer caught up in the pack there. Got a black blocker penalty for Black 8-4. Both jammers emerging, picking up 4 points apiece on that pass.
But also good awareness of what a no-pack call was there. So Amy knew not to actually stop, kept going and managed to get on through.
Absolutely. Goose picking up another 4 points on that pass. Beautiful work there. So we've had another lead change. Looks like Goose has picked up a 24-point jam, chasing Amy with 10 points. Black is now in the lead again, 78 to White 65.
Well, scoring-wise, it might have been a little bit uneven. The blocking formations from both teams were very solid, so that was really exciting to see.
Yeah, it was excellent. They were really dynamic, just filling the gap that needed to be filled. It's great to see at this level. Out there for this jam, we have got Black 11 Avalanche and White 404 Fleabag. Fleabag picking up lead already. both jammers out and entering the back of the pack. Fantastic work there by Avalanche, who managed to get through without too much trouble with two of her blockers in the penalty box on that first pass. Both those jammers back out on track, and both jammers emerging from the pack at the same time.
The other thing with this level of gameplay is we actually have a lot of newer benchies over there as well. So I know that this is Monk's first time for the white team as bench manager. So it's giving experienced players a chance to learn other roles within their own sport.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Fleabag coming around with picking up 4 points there. Avalanche emerges from the front of the pack. 4 points as well.
And also a lot of the officials are skaters normally for their teams, and they're coming in to learn other roles, which officiating is one of the best ways to learn the rules of the game if you didn't already know them.
Yeah, absolutely. But having that confidence to be able to put that in practice is a huge thing. So it's wonderful to see more skaters taking up those roles, taking the pressure off those who are exclusively officials, giving them a chance to get a bit of a breather between the high-level games. Some beautiful work out there.
Oh, that was great awareness by 9-1 for Black in regards to where the pack was, where to bridge, and when to move forward. That was brilliant.
Yeah, we're seeing some great stuff out there. Beautiful work out there. So that jam, White picked up 16 points, Black picked up 12 points. Black still in the lead, 90 to White 81.
Seems to be, regardless of how much of a score lead we get, it gets brought back fairly quickly.
Yeah, that's great to see. 34 Quiet Riot out there jamming for Black.
And it's the return of Boo.
I love it.
2-3-1-9 for White.
Black team out there with only 3 blockers at the moment, with 1 penalty being served, but Black has managed to pick up lead jammer.
Did you see that backward skate through at the end?
It was very fancy. Good, nice traditional T-stop to slow down. Makes it very obvious for the refs.
That noise element just gives it away that, yes, I'm slowing. I'm definitely slowing.
It's my favourite bit. Good, we've got Panda in there trying to play some offense for their jammer. Black jammer is back in the pack on their scoring pass.
This tripod from the White team is very solid.
A couple of blockers heading to the penalty box.
Yeah, I believe that was a bit of out of play blocking.
Yeah, the pack did seem quite long. Beautiful work, both jammers coming around.
Solid triangle just needs to work on that awareness a little bit.
Beautiful work. All right, we've got the Black jammer heading to the penalty box.
That was
like
excessive speed there, so...
Yeah, they did not slow down enough before they reached the back of the pack. A few bodies down, but everyone's back up. Some beautiful blocking there by Hellcat. Just really tracking that jammer towards the end. Oh, it wasn't even the jammer. It was one of the other blockers. Even better.
So just over 6 minutes left in this half.
Shout out to everyone who is giving up their time to make things happen today. Our officials, our media people, our benchies, our skaters. It's all fabulous. Our door staff. White 500 is out there jamming. Black 3-4 starting this jam in the penalty box. White 500 is Smiles. We got Whistles, we got Bodies on the floor, and we got White with Lead Jammer. Nice work there by Black 3-4. Their blockers opened up a nice gap for them on the outside, and they really took it.
It's really impressive some of the speed that these jammers are getting when they get out of the pack.
Yeah, absolutely. And they've generally been really, really controlled and washing it off before they get to the back of the pack. That is, both jammers are through, picking up 4 points apiece on that pass.
Lots of direction being given by the bench coach for White.
Yeah, it's a great time to give instructions to the pack when they're set up right in front of you. White jammer has popped out the front.
Also helps when the bench coach is actually your normal coach, so you know definitely to listen and not get in trouble.
Absolutely. Yeah, you don't want to pay for it after the game. Black jammer has also emerged, picking up 4 points on that pass. Beautiful work. So White jammer picked up 1 point on that final pass. Current scores, Black 102, White 92, just under 4 minutes left to go in this half.
And we have White jammer 404, Fleabag lining up again.
And we've got Black 76, which is Kirsty. Jammer's on, everyone's out there.
And Kirsty's actually here from Warrnambool, so one of the 6 skaters from Warrnambool today. Great seeing them getting some skaters coming on through.
Yeah, absolutely. Fleabag picked up lead on that one, but both jammers coming around for a scoring pass. Got the Black jammer heading to the penalty box with a back block penalty.
Nice clear direction given by jammer ref Smackaron.
Fleabag picking up 4 points on that pass. That was a beautiful rotating tripod there. Avalanche moving to cover the inside, Goose going around a brace, and now they've flipped back. A little bit of a pile up, everyone's back up and into it, and Fleabag gets through, picking up the 4 points.
So both teams have all blockers back on track. And both jammers are back on track.
Beautiful blocking there by Black 369, just really holding that jammer for a little bit on their own.
Smiley Assassin.
I'd believe it. I don't want to jump the gun, but it looks like we might have had another lead change. So a little thumbs up from Melonhead there, running the scoreboard. And we've got White in front, 108 to Black 106.
And under a minute and a half left of this half.
Also,
So-
I can say 108 to 106. I don't have to call it like someone's number. Black 169, Tink out there jamming against 9. I think this is
Quarter
the first time
pounder.
Yeah.
First time we've mentioned their name today.
Fabulous.
Some nice blocking there from Sugar in the black pack.
Yeah, that was really good. She managed to stay in front of that white jammer and hold them long enough that the rest of their blockers could come through and join them. And they've managed to keep that white jammer in the pack.
Both jammers are now out, so
Great work there.
I'm just watching the benches to see what's going on.
Looks like we had 2 points picked up by the black jammer, 1 point by the white jammer. And that leaves white ahead by 1 point as we head into... Wait for the rolling whistle. There it is. As we head into halftime, white is in the lead by 1 point.
That's why I was watching for the benches. I was just seeing if anyone was going to try and get a sneaky timeout in.
Excellent. So we've got a 15-minute intermission and we will be back with you for the second half.
And welcome back for the second half. We're under a minute away from starting, so officials are getting back in position. Teams are getting ready to line up.
And we're heading into this half pretty much as we started. White's ahead by 1 point, so
Equal footing.
yeah, I'm very excited. Those lead changes towards the end of that first half, really good.
And that was from a lot of solid blocking there. Holding jammers just long enough for the other jammer to get through and all that.
Yeah, absolutely. The way that the teamwork comes together throughout the game, most of these skaters have never met each other before. Most of them still won't know each other's names. So getting some coherent gameplay out there is really difficult, particularly when you're all learning.
And what's fascinating with watching now versus at the end of the year, a lot of these players will then go on and actually support each other as they move up the levels.
Yeah, it's one of the beautiful things about Stampede is that you meet people at those initial stages and then you know them as you come and you play against them. For those of us that have been around for forever, you play against the same people every year, and so it's just lovely.
Well, it looks like both packs are ready to go, so we're now just waiting on the officials.
Yeah, we got our jam refs checking in with their points recorders. What are their names?
Scorekeepers.
Oh yeah, points guys. All right.
The SKs.
Score trackers. Thank you, Beard. All right, black 419 against white 404.
Yeah, Fleabag's up again.
And 419 Commander Chaos.
I always think they need to change how they say scorekeepers and make it the keeper of the score.
Oh, I like it.
More dramatic.
Jam is on. Great. Commander Chaos out with lead for the black team.
Not far behind is Fleabag for the white team.
So at halftime, our teams have swapped benches. So now they have to look to a different place to get their instruction from their bench coach. Commander Chaos through, picking up 4 points.
I was just going with that whole section cheering over in the audience. It had to be a KCR skater.
Yeah, Jam is cold.
Starting to be able to pick them just based on the audience reaction alone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Being led by Exie up there.
We love a good cheer squad. Speaking of cheer squads, what have we got out there? We've got black 112, Goose Lightning.
Versus white 1-1 Moody. And I think this is Moody's first jam for the game.
Jam is on. White picking up lead.
Managing to sneak past Sugar, no easy feat.
Yeah, absolutely. And Goose is also out.
One of the things that always amazes me is just knowing when to slow down before you hit the pack, because you don't want to slow down too early and then go, oh.
Yeah, absolutely. Goose is first to pop out on that scoring lap, picking up 4 points. Yeah, it's definitely really difficult at this level, especially if the pack is moving and rolling forward, because you stop and suddenly they've taken off and you've got to slow it down again. It looks like we have White called the jam. The jam ref did blow the whistles. The other refs may not have heard.
We're getting a little bit of an acknowledgement that no, we hadn't heard it.
Yeah, yeah. So we had a bit of an active pack still on this side, whilst the white jammer was returning 2-0. White 117.
White, Fleabag.
And number 11, Avalanche for the black team. Black 369 was up there playing some offense. Avalanche picking up lead jammer. The second white blocker heading to the penalty box as Fleabag emerges. Excellent. Great receptiveness to the bench there. Avalanche calling the jam.
I also first time. They haven't heard me the second time, but I'm not going to be frantic. I'm going to get louder.
Yeah, absolutely. And that nice steady pace. Scaring anyone.
7 for white, jam. And
Commander Chaos. Still got 2 white blocks in the penalty box. So Commander Chaos just trying to push their way through those last 2 players. White 5-1 also heading to the penalty box. Lead for Commander Chaos. We've got those white players in rotation in the penalty box. Beautiful work there. Commander Chaos picking up 4 points on.
And it looks like it's going to fall all on Ra for white.
All right, we've got 3.
Finally getting a little bit of support for Ra.
Had one of those, another 4 points there. We had one of those rare situations where the blockers in the penalty, the only time you can do that is blockers that's standing. You can slip that chair. An absolute nightmare for Roast Mortem over there, timing the penalties. Commander Chaos picking up another 4 points there. Giant smile, here's the bench, calls the jam.
There was a little bit of unable to hear because the cheer squad was cheering too loudly. They weren't quite hearing KO making the call.
And looks like that was a 16-point jam for the black team.
But that was a bit of a smart.
Alrighty, we've got a team timeout.
Looks like it's timeout to white, so refs are taking that opportunity to check in with their score trackers.
During a timeout, the coach is allowed to enter the track, so KO going in there to have a little bit of a chat with the next black line up. The white team all gathered at their bench, listening to their bench coach over there, Bonnie Jovi.
So current score is black 140 to white 117. Just over 24 minutes left for this half. For this game, whatever.
Still 2 more games of roller derby after this one, so shout out to everyone who is going to be here for the long haul.
Yay, thank you. I've mentioned the last.
Alrighty. Got a Lightning heading out there, taking on all of those white blockers on their own. Black team playing some passive offense, so they're holding back to make sure Goose getting lead and no points yet. White Jam is back on track. That's chasing Amy still, carried over from the previous jam.
A very tactical call off that KO had made in the previous jam, just to make sure that they can start with that power jam start.
Yeah. Oh, and we've got Goose heading to the penalty box. Chasing Amy, the only jammer on track now. things are getting busy in that penalty box. We've got 4 people over there at the moment, 6 on track.
One of the reasons why we do actually have 3 penalty trackers. Well, not penalty trackers, penalty timers.
Beautiful work there by Black 4-4, knocking the jammer to the inside and running them back. The jammer cannot come back in front of anyone that they were previously behind, or the person that's knocked them out. So very active pack.
Yeah, Black Jammer almost managed to sneak on through before any of the white block realised they were there, but it didn't even stop them afterwards.
All right.
And Annie's managed to get through.
Excellent awareness by Jammer ref Smacker on there. Lead Jammer is not with either of these skaters, Goose having lost it for going to the penalty box, so this jam will go the full 2 minutes. And because Goose had completed their initial pass before they went to the penalty box, when they came back out, they started scoring points straight away. So black team picking up 8 points in that jam, white team picking up 3 points.
Definitely a shout out to the penalty box for dealing with the rotation of players over there nice and calmly.
Yeah, they're doing a great job, as all of our officials are. 404 Fleabag and 369 Smiley Assassin out on track at the moment as your jammers.
Fleabag with a nice inside line.
Beautiful, shrugged off the tripod, snuck up the inside, some real fancy footwork. Black Jammer also emerges from the direction penalty called there on Black 4-4. White 404 emerging, picking up 4 points. And Black Jammer doing the same.
Oh, some lovely offense being given there.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Really slowed down, entered the pack legally, and really took that gap when it was presented. And again, the 4-point pass there for Fleabag.
And while a white block, they brought it time for the jammer to get through.
Yeah, absolutely. Smiley Assassin also out and returning. Work there by both teams. It's really life hard for those jammers. Beautiful work there by White Jammer to the outside, cycling them to the rear. Jam is called.
Smart little bit of delay there to make sure that it was going to be everyone out of the penalty box before calling it off without risking points.
Yeah, really smart there. 15 points picked up by the white team in that jam, 12 by the black team. Scores are 160 black, 135 white. Just under 20 minutes to go.
And we've got Dreadly Dids 5-1 for white.
And Elma third for the black team, black 9-1. Black Jammer picking up lead. And we've got the White Jammer heading to the penalty box to meet up with one of their white blocking buddies.
But we do also have Elma Thud for black jamming heading to the box as well, so both will have a very short visit.
And both jammers back on track. That jammer bounce that we were talking about earlier, they both have to only sit the same amount of time, which was not very long at all. White Jammer heading to the penalty box again. It was a forearms call as they tried to sneak through the inside line there. Beautiful footwork there by Black 9-1.
That lovely little spin around the blockers.
It's a very elegant way to get through. Beautiful work there.
Good positioning by Quiet Riot just to try a bit of the gap for them.
4 points picked up by Elmer Thud on their pass. And because both jammers went to the penalty box, this jam going for 2 minutes. Black 419 heading out with the star on their head and a smile on their face. White 1-3, Evil Offspring with the star for the white team. Possibly the first time we've seen them jam this game.
I believe so, yes. Now, White does have a slight blocker advantage. Seem to have stopped Commander Chaos at all.
Not at all. Lead again. Penalties being called in the pack. Both jammers caught up amongst the blockers at the moment. Beautiful work there. Commander Chaos picking up 4 points. White Jammer heading to the penalty box.
And some very clear directions being given to the black blockers.
Beautiful work there. Points picked up by Commander Chaos on that pass. Beautiful. Our black blockers being really patient there, waiting for the jammer to approach before they go in to try and help. Really helpful way to make sure your jammer doesn't have to skate too far. Oh, we got bodies down all over the place. Commander Chaos emerging, picking up another 4 points. Beautiful back there. And we do have a few players out here that this is their first chance to scrimmage, particularly ones that come from smaller clubs. So it's great for them to have this opportunity to basically learn how things work. Have 10 people on the track.
Also actually being able to have a chance to play with all the officials in all the roles.
Makes such a difference. You don't know what you're doing wrong until somebody tells you. 404 Fleabag out there, and number 7 Sugar.
And
both jammers out of the pack.
With White in lead, but Sugar's chasing on down.
Beautiful work there. Both jammers back in the pack on scoring passes. Back through, picking up all 4 points. And Sugar the same. White blocker from the penalty box, which means we've got all 8 blockers on track and both jammers. A real novelty this game. And in every game, I think.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, it's a chance for smaller leagues to actually get a chance to and learn kind of thing. And it's the low contact is such a valuable in that regards, because even if you don't know exactly what you're being called for, you've got people around you who can explain it to you. You've got experienced people on the bench who can give you advice.
Yeah.
And just, it's so much you can take away from it.
Absolutely. The fact that the games are also recorded, so you can watch back, you can see what refs have called, get access to the penalty sheets at the end, start to ask those questions and understand. While we were chatting about something else, Sugar came through, picked up their 4-point pass. Fleabag also popping out the front. Actually got Sugar one pass ahead at this stage. Great work there. Popping out the front again first. Another 4-point pass there for the black team. Quite the victory lap there from Sugar at the end. That was 12 points to the white team. White did have lead in that, so a little bit of snaking some points there.
And that puts black at 206 to white 150. And we've got 11 minutes left.
Yeah, they've really extended their lead in this second half. Black 3-4 Quiet Riot against white 2-9.
And Ra. And
Beautiful.
Ra has lead.
Absolutely. It really popped out the front quite quickly.
So Ra's actually doing multiple roles today, has been taking photos earlier and now skating.
Fabulous.
So starting them off early.
Yeah, we love to see him doing double duty. Or Quiet Riot at the back of the pack as well.
And massive appreciation to all the media people, whether Bid running the live streams and our photographers who have just been amazing.
Absolutely. There's nothing better than lying at home the day after a bout, nursing your aches and pains, looking at all the memories. White 2-9 coming through.
I'm just laughing at Hawkeye's editing for tomorrow. Over 2,000 shots, and he's like, no, not editing tomorrow.
That is the white to the penalty box.
White blockers have got some lovely reforming happening.
Nice work there by Black Jammer. 3-4 Quiet Riot pushing their way through, picking up points on that pass. For those that haven't watched a lot of Derby before, there is a strategic reason blockers are just standing at the back and not helping their jammer out. They are helping by standing there. Beautiful. That jammer's back. Black 419, Commander Chaos.
Commander K is getting a bit of an additional in this half, stepping it up based on their success from last half.
Yeah, absolutely. White 7-8 picking up lead. Black Jammer not that far behind. White Jammer slipped around the outside there, picking up 4 points for that pass.
Simply yelling, Corey directing everyone, make sure it's all safe. Corey being head ref for today, I believe, for this game.
White Jammer heading to the penalty box for an excessive speed, so did not slow down the required amount before entering the back of the pack. We got a white blocker heading to the penalty box as well. Black 419 picking up 4 points on that pass. Black Jammer pushing on the white skaters at the front there. And Black Jammer is through for another 4 points.
Lots of being given from KO to their jammer.
Black Jammer another 4 points.
That again was taking advantage of having being blown and people stopping to see what was going on.
That may have noticed that the white jammer did not return to the track after their penalty. I'm assumption here that they've possibly fouled out. They're standing behind the penalty box, waiting for a ref to go over there and confirm. Head ref is over there talking to the penalty trackers.
And going from intensive units arm placement, we are in an official timeout while that's all being sorted out.
While we have a little bit of a break here for those of you who are in the venue, Car Rego B840 Mitsubishi Outlander, your tyre is completely flat. So that is a Mitsubishi Outlander Rego Y80.
So it does look like there's a lot of double checking everything going on by various officials over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got both head ref Corey and head NSO Frankenherder the penalty box, just making sure everything's all good.
All right, for those who are relatively new to roller derby, you can only pick up 7 penalties in a game, and once you've picked up 7 penalties, then that is it for you for that game. So just waiting to see if that is what has happened over there. Corey is our head ref today, so over there having a chat with the bench and the non-skating officials to make sure that everything is in order. Rollers team after playing in the low contact scrimmages last year. Jam is on. Both jammers are... No, Goose is through, picking up lead jammer. Both jammers through, though.
And both of them are very, very quick, so it's no actual advantage, really.
Yeah, it's true. The advantage you pick up in picking up speed around is only helpful if you can then turn that into a real quick slowdown. We've got Goose heading to the penalty box.
Because of too much speed going into the pack, so...
Yep, it happens.
Again, in full contact, that wouldn't have happened. That would have been a perfect open line to go through. Unfortunately, at this level, for safety reasons, while people are learning, we do need them to slow down.
Beautiful work there by the black blockers, just trying to kill as much time as possible while their jammer is in the box. Fleabag getting through, picking up 4 points on that pass, though. White jammer also picking up an excessive speed there. I think that what happened there was they slowed down after they had passed the rearmost skater, who was one of their own and standing off to the side, but the rules say that they need to slow down before they get to that first person.
And we have another jammer bounce because of excessive speed. This is the issue when you've got two very, very quick jammers. You get very excited, you're about to hit the pack. Oh.
Yeah. Beautiful work there. Got a direction penalty called on a white blocker. So we had a no pack call there. That was because we did not have skaters from both teams within 10 feet of each other. And during that time, one of the black blockers continued to block the white jammer. So they've headed off to the penalty box. So we're going to start this next jam with 3 blockers apiece, but 2 jammers, so that's good. White picking up 8 points in that last jam, black with 4. Black in the lead, 2-4-2 to white, 1-6-6.
And under 5 minutes remaining, so...
Out there for the white team, we've got Boo, and for the black team, Avalanche. Avalanche just slipping up the inside line, picking up lead jammer. It was like they snuck through before anyone realised the jam had started.
I just noticed that the 2 blockers that are in the penalty box are both pivots.
So the role of the pivot is that if the jammer is too tired to continue, they can take the star off, pass it over to the pivot. They obviously can't do that, though, if the pivot is in the penalty box.
Thankfully, Boo has managed to make it out, and they're on their initial.
And both those pivots have returned to track now.
Oh, some beautiful footwork there on the outside, spinning around and managing to get through there from Avalanche.
Yeah, really fancy footwork there and great awareness of where the line was, making sure that they had stayed in bounds before they skated off. Avalanche through on a scoring pass, 4 points picked up by just skating down the inside, which was wide open. And there is that star pass that we were talking about. Avalanche has passed the star over to Elmer Thud. Avalanche now becomes a blocker in the pack.
Now, in this situation, Black was actually lead, so they have now given up the ability to call off the jam.
Great, this one's going to go for the full 2 minutes then. Blockers from both teams doing a really good job of holding those jammers back. Great to see some bridging there by one of the black skaters. White heading to the penalty box as the black picks up 4 points and everyone goes back to their bench for a by the black team in that across the 2 jams. 4 points picked up by the white team. Black in the lead, 2-5-8 to white, 1-7-0. 2 minutes left in the game. Got a power jam to the black team. The white jammer, Boo, is in the box.
And Tink manages to pick up lead.
Beautiful work. Seeing some excellent teamwork from both teams. The blockers really getting the other is able to do the roles that they like to play.
Didn't see who it was. I think it was Smiles. Just did an amazing hit out at right at the top of the pack, and that made the black jammer have to come back in and recycle and go back through everyone again.
Always so demoralising. And then to top it off, so black jammer, 30 seconds in the penalty box.
And we have Boo on their initial pass.
So white jammer, Boo doing 2 jams in a row. And with the jammer, this one's going for the full 2 minutes.
Which will make it our last jam of the day for this game.
Beautiful work out there. Everyone, big pile up right in front of us. Alrighty. And that is the end of that game. We had a rolling whistle. Does that mean this is the official score?
We've had the rolling whistle, so it should be. So black on 261, white 170.
Fabulous work by both teams and excellent work by our first aiders who came out the second we had a minor injury in front of us. Massive shout out to all of our skaters in this game. They did a fabulous job. Big thank you to our officials, particularly those who are learning a new role today, getting out of their comfort zones and trying something new. Our media, photographers, everyone, thank you to you. Judy, thank you.
No problems, Razorback. Hopefully we get to do this again sometime in another round.
Yeah, we will do it for sure. Everybody, go and grab yourselves a drink. Get ready. Next game up, we have got the Witches of East Vic versus the South Sea Banshees. Can't wait to see how that plays out.